Hello. My guest on the program is Professor Abdullahi Mustapha, the Director General and CEO of the National Biotechnology Development Agency. He assures us genetically modified foods are safe for us, and what's more, we've been consuming them for a while with no incident. Professor Mustapha, welcome to Dateline Abuja.
Thank you, Kela.
You know, lots of people have been talking about a food crisis. Nigeria is in a food crisis. But for people to understand what this really means, what is a food crisis and what is Nigeria going through right now?
Well, I may not call it food crisis because what you need to look at is that there is a process by which agriculture can be enhanced, and that is going to enhance the productivity of our crops, the crops that we use. I know currently that government policy is to close the border. We produce what we eat what we produce. That is the government policy. So in doing that, of course, there are some gaps that could be filled. But when you look at the productivity aspect, you can look at it from the aspect of the production, where if, as a farmer, you adopt to modern technology as it is done in Western world, you see that the productivity is going to be high. And when you adopt the traditional way of doing things like carrying your hoe, go to your farm, using the unimproved seed, you will see that the productivity is going to be very low.
Wait, so I want to go back because you're basically saying we're not experiencing a food crisis? Is that what you're saying to us?
Well, to my own understanding, no. We need to just work hard and see that we have arrested the situation. The border is closed. Of course, if the border is closed, there is a gap that needs to be filled. That is what I understand from it. So the border, if it is closed, we need to work hard, apply modern technology, then apply the modern mechanization. So this is what we need to do.
So the gap that we need to fill is not enough for us to say we're in a food crisis.
That is my understanding.
So we need to be able to do more by, because I'm listening to you talk about, you know, employing a lot of these foreign techniques. Is that the way forward?
Yes, modern techniques. That is the way forward. And that is what I'm telling you.
To increase yield?
Of course, because when you have a farmland, for example, if you have like 1 hectare, 1 hectare, as if somebody is using the older method of doing it, he can produce, just as an example, maybe 20 bags of rice. And then if somebody is using modern technology, then that person can produce like 60, 70. So you cannot make that comparison. The world now has gone modern. And if we do not adopt the technology, then we are going to go nowhere.
That actually brings me to my next question that has to do with biotechnology, because that's where your agency is focusing on. Now, of course, you just said to us that you don't think Nigeria is experiencing a food crisis, but there is a gap that needs to be filled up.
That is it.
But the food crisis is something that they've been talking about all over the world. There's so many meetings and stakeholder engagements trying to get people in this particular sector to ensure that the value chain of food is fixed and that we have the utmost yield as a country. Where does biotechnology come into play in achieving this?
That is what I'm telling you. So they are trying to say food crisis, they are relating it to the technological aspect of it. So which means still is the gap that need to be filled. Biotechnology, you know, is a modern technology. That is part of what I'm trying to say, that applying modern technology is the way forward. Biotechnology is a technique that you use to improve the yield, to improve the quality, to improve the productivity. How? You know, for example, when you take at an issue of climate change is one bedeviling issue that you cannot do anything about it, but rather to reduce the carbon dioxide emission. But there is another way to do it if you are a farmer or if your country is serious about production, and that is what we're doing in this country. Drought-resistant crops are the solution. So when you have the drought-resistant crop, which National Biotechnology Development Agency has produced, for example, the maize, that is BT, the telemase project. The water, even if it is not enough, like for example 4 to 5 months, that drought tolerance is there. The gene is there in the maize, so it will not just cease production. It will reach as if the rain has reached maximum to its production.
People are afraid of genetically modified organisms. They're afraid of GMO in food and things like that. Talk to us about how people can feel a little bit more relaxed, because you're talking about maize. Now, we're looking at cotton and things like that we're not going to consume. Many Nigerians wouldn't really bother much. But if you're now affecting my ginger, or you're touching my maize, or my rice, you know, or fruits and things like that. Talk to us a bit about GMOs. Should Nigerians be worried that the application of biotechnology in farming might affect the type of food that we eat?
No, it is not going to affect anything. This technology is a new technology, and I've told you now from the beginning that whatever you produce in the laboratory, it has to go through certain series of safety tests.
None of these, just to be clear, the biotechnology that you're applying in the crops that we're going to be eating, it's not going to make them into genetically modified organisms?
They are GMO.
So, so the crops will be GMOs?
Yes, they are.
How can we get Nigerians to feel a little bit more comfortable?
That's what I'm telling you. It is science. I'm a professional, so I'm telling you that it is safe. It is safe. It's just like you're trying to ask a professional architect, how do you design this? Medical doctor, you are sick. All these things. So this is biotechnology, and I'm telling you from what we observe in the laboratory, from what is obtained around the world, this technology is safe.
GMOs are safe,
yes,
for consumption.
Yes, it's safe.
That's the message.
It's safe. It's safe. You have been consuming GMO. You don't know. You import, like for example, soybean. Soybean is imported. Do you know how it is made? There are so many GMOs food that you consume in the country, but you don't know. You don't know because it is not processed in Nigeria. This is a technology. We want to domesticate the technology. We want to make the technology genuine in Nigeria. We are the people that does it. It's not that we wait all the time that until somebody does something outside and then the person will bring it to the country and then it will just be like you're a consumer. No.
Where did Nigerians get the idea that GMOs are dangerous?
Well, you know, it's just this superstition. Let me ask you a question. Where did they get this, that this vaccine is dangerous? It's dangerous, yeah. But this is anything new. This is a new vaccine. They used to say it is a magnet. When you put it, they're introducing microchips into your body. That is how people are. But with time, they will understand. With time, they will know. Because when you use it for a number of years, nothing happens to you. Then you'll be like, okay, this is good. I don't know. At times, people wait until somebody consumes it. Then when they see that nothing happened to the person, then they will start to say, okay, maybe I'll give it a try. So that is how it is. It's a new technology, and that technology is safe. Nobody should be apprehensive. Nobody should exercise fear. It is being done elsewhere around the world. Nigeria is a farm country, you know, so there's a lot of work ahead for you. That is true. And I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for being with us on Dateline Abuja. Are you still skeptical of genetically modified foods? The first genetically engineered plants to be produced for human consumption were introduced in the mid-1990s. Today, approximately 90% of the corn and soya beans in the market are GMOs. Genetically engineered crops produce higher yields, have a longer shelf life, and are resistant to diseases and pests. These benefits are a plus for both farmers and consumers. But the skepticism is normal. If GMOs can be shown to be both safe and healthy, consumer resistance to these products will most likely diminish. And that's Dateline Abuja this week. Please let us know the happenings in your neighborhood using the social media handles showing right now on your screen. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Kayla Magwa. See you next time.